Ladies and gentlemen, at a recent meeting, the management of the Smith Supply Company decided that it would be to the company's benefit if all its employees reside in the city of Springfield. As you will recall, a representative of the mayor's office asked that each of the major businesses located inside the city limits establish such a rule for all employees. It was felt that this would encourage housing construction within the city and bring added revenue to Springfield, which has suffered some financial adversity during the past decade. The rule will be retroactive. It will include both current and future employees. Each of the employees who currently lives outside the city limits will, of course, be given adequate time to relocate inside the city limits. If you wish to discuss this new rule, please come to my office, James C. Smith. Mr. Smith, your recent memo to the members of the staff of the Smith Supply Company has created some animosity among the employees. About 50% of the company's employees currently live outside the city limits. Of these, more than 80% own their homes. Some of them have been with the company more than 10 years. They feel that being forced to sell their homes and move at this time would be detrimental to their welfare. Those who have families tell me that moving is definitely against their children's wishes. Looking at the problem from another perspective, you can easily see how difficult it would be to replace about 50% of your employees should they decide to resign rather than move. Under the circumstances, Mr. Smith, we are requesting that the board rescind its action immediately. The Employees Committee. Mr. Baker, thank you for calling our attention to the problem you are having with the part time personnel in your department. We understand that some of your employees have become lax with regard to adhering to our company's established working hours. We reported this problem to the company that supplies temporary help to us. Unfortunately, they were not really concerned. They said that the problem was ours rather than theirs. In the past, we have worked with several other companies' part time employees, and we have not had such problems. We have decided, therefore, to ask a new company to supply us with temporary help. In the future, Mario Lopez. Dear Mr. Strong, I read in yesterday's newspaper that your company is looking for terrific insurance sales representatives to work in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I would like to be considered an applicant for one of the positions. For the past 10 years, I have been living in Madison, Wisconsin, where I was engaged in operating my own insurance company. However, I recently moved to Milwaukee and I have been looking for a good position with a well-known insurance agency. I have had practical experience selling medical and surgical insurance, as well as life insurance. I have especially enjoyed my work selling group insurance to large companies. I know, Mr. Strong, that I could do a good job for your company. Will you please give me an opportunity to prove what I can do for you? I am attaching a personal data sheet that will give you a great deal of information about me. If you should need further information, please call me at 555 1700. I will be looking forward to hearing from you. Sincerely yours. Dear Mr. Troy, thank you for your recent letter. I am happy that you have chosen our city in which to live, and I am equally glad that you would like to work for our insurance organization. As you probably know, our company's policy is to employ people who have at least 3 years' experience in the field of insurance sales. And you certainly meet that requirement. You may not know, however, that we hire people on a trial basis for a 6 month period before we actually make an initial long term commitment to them, unless the representative proves to be successful. Employment will cease at the end of the trial period. In this way, the representative may leave without any embarrassment. No contract is drawn up until the end of the 6 month period. At that time, a long term agreement, which is mutually satisfactory, is made. I am sending you separately a booklet listing all our company's personnel policies. An application blank is included in the back of the booklet. Please take a few minutes time to read each article carefully and then fill out and return the application form. When we have had an opportunity to review your application, we will get in touch with you. Sincerely yours.